Hey, what's good, everyone? Look, Weissman here. Thought it's time to do a video about a modification we did in the 546 right here that we initially did, or someone initially did in the 500. The original drivers back in the day did it. We decided to replicate this machine right here to make sure everything's the same. I want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions about it. If you want to kind of guess a little bit what we're talking about right here. But what spurred this video, other than I got a few minutes to kill here before my next cut, is that I saw a picture on Instagram, Kentville Arena, give you a shout out. Thanks a lot for letting me use the picture. I'll slide it here in a minute about modification. This kind of shows, the picture just shows the difference between the two. And I'll put the picture up here right now as I'm zooming in here if I could do it right. The modification we did in the machine, or they did. And if you can't tell what I'm talking about, it's these blocks right here. The seat was blocked up 3 inches. These are 2x6s, so it's about 5.5 inches by 3 inches by, I think, 14 inches right here. But the original drivers here, Donnie, Trunky, Andy, I know there's another one, but those are original main drivers. Trunky is a short guy. He got to be like 5'8", 5'7". Andy's got to be 5'10", 5'11", and Donnie's got to be close to my size, 6'4", 6'5". I'm 6'5", 6'6", and back in high school basketball, listed as 6'6" at least. So, we didn't really have short drivers there at the time, or at least initially when they had that machine right there. But when we got this machine right here, we had a couple drivers around, I'd say 5'4", 5'5" on a good day with boots on. So they're a little on the short side. So we decided to do this because you guys' machine right here, even me being 6'5", going from that machine to this machine, I felt my thighs were up in the air. The spinner was much lower. And I got the camera here on eye level, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. And if I was down 3 inches, and 3 inches doesn't seem a lot, but it's a big difference up here. And if you can see again the picture, I try to put it right here. The spinner is going across the guy's head. This is the guy's brother. Sorry I didn't get names. Should have asked for names there. Give you like a shout out to Kentville Arena again. Thanks a lot for letting me use your picture. The spinner seems to be coming across his head almost. It's really, he seems much lower down than if you put the 3 inches. May not be, again, a huge difference, but it does make a big difference. And maybe that's why, camera to focus there, drivers tend to stand up on the machine versus sitting down and get a better angle there of your short driver. I never understood why drivers would stand up. It just feels uncomfortable and natural to be there with your heel, a little pressure there on the hamstrings right there, in that kind of position right there, having your heel pointed up in the air, your toe pointed up in the air like that. Anyway, we did a modification. I just want to say, get this out, I'm going to say it a couple times, Zamboni was certainly frown upon this modification, and any modification to do in a machine that would compromise a driver's safety or anyone's safety. Modifications, like I'll do a video on that one up there, that little handle we put on the lift right there. That's not going to jeopardize anyone's safety, but this one right here could jeopardize someone's safety if the seat came loose. I'm certainly not promoting this or suggested anyone do anything like this. I'm just showing you what we did. And again, a little surprised that no one's mentioned this. I'm sure someone's noticed it, but just never said anything. Stands out a little more on this machine right here with the gray blocks. I decided to do black, paint it black before I put the blocks on there, just to make sure it looks nice and blends in. And again, Zamboni would frown upon. Even the seat you see the NHL rinks have on. If you look at the recent newsletter, they say right in the newsletter, I'm not sure if it's in every newsletter, it's probably something I should start doing videos on, is the newsletters there, that they frown upon, or they say I'm using the term frown upon, but they do not like people putting seats on the machines. They don't want people to do that. I'm sure they have to say that for liability purposes, but no riders, no seats. And again, they probably say it for liability reasons, but when you train people, you kind of have to be on there a little bit. You're not going to let someone loose on a $120,000 machine without, some kind of guidance, But anyway, I'm not suggesting anyone do this. I'm just kind of showing you what we did and how we did it. And I probably shouldn't really get into how we did it, but it's just basically a copy there, what they did over there. A little ready rod. I think it's like 3/8 or 5/8, whoever thick ready rod is. Maybe it's even 1/2 inch right there. 2 nylon locking bolts with a washer Didn't have to drill any holes only other than through the plastic. And I didn't want to use plastic. I didn't want to use wood. That was important to me. We had some leftover plastic right there from the hockey, whatever these boards were. We keep the nets on. These boards are somewhere else, but I like using these high density plastic boards to store the nets on because they don't get rotted out or anything. These plastic came from the benches over by the public skate that they built. Sure, some scrap they had, threw it on there. Again, not sure why. The guys are kind of on the tall side. That certainly helps. I think it's great. Go ahead and comment below, like I said, on modification, if you guys like it or not. If you guys have done something like it, or if you get the premium seat or a different machine that puts you up a little bit higher. Maybe newer machines or the premium seat puts you up a little bit higher than this machine right here, or the old classic 500, where I feel like once you're up there, you get a little bit better sight lines. I don't know. Again, go ahead and comment below. Love to hear what you guys think about that, because your comments, your opinions certainly make the channel better, so I certainly welcome something like this. I know, like, there's some things. There's another video I was going to do eventually, but I kind of lost it in the hard drive failure about something that, something like this, you could lose credibility doing something like that. Professional Zamboni driver. I guess I'm somewhat professional because I'm paid. But the bigger rinks, the more reputable rinks, the more higher profile rinks may look down upon something like this right here, this kind of modification. Who knows? That's why I want you guys' opinion. Let me know what you guys do at other rinks, big rinks, small rinks, anything in between. Definitely love to hear you guys and your opinions. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. As always, hope you learned something. Like the localized man says, stay cool.